Hi everyone, this is Sahar Gharachorlou. I'm a life coach, a metaphysical therapist, and author of 2 books. Welcome to my channel, and if you're repeating and you like my content, I'm deeply grateful for your presence. In this video, I want to talk about soul contracts, but a different kind. Let's talk about soulmates and twin flames and the soul tribe contracts. I know there's already a lot of literature and a lot of content available, but I think I want to share my version and my understanding after doing so many cases and also having known about 4 of my soulmates so far, and just sharing how every relationship can be different. But before that, let's talk about soul tribe contracts. Let's hold on the excitement. So, what is a soul tribe contract? First of all, what is a soul tribe? Basically, these are a group of people who come together to fulfill a cause. There is a higher purpose. So, every soul has a purpose, and then there can be higher causes. There can be a collective purpose that needs more energy, that means more different kind of experiences, needs advanced levels of wisdom, transformation, and it is for the collective move or collective shift. Sometimes what happens is due to human beings having their own personal choices, even though we really don't get derailed from the divine plan, but we can slow down the plan. So when a group of souls come together and they decide to help and push forward a cause and to accelerate a learning or a journey or a soul lesson for the collective consciousness to have a move and to shift, that is where a group of souls, they have a contract, they come together, they join hands. One example of this would be the light workers, the people who are in the field of energy work. They may be spread across the globe, but all of them are working towards the same goal, and that is to be able to heighten the awareness of whoever comes in contact with them, to bring clarity of purpose, to help people overcome pain and suffering. So the other can be, at a physical level, can be, people who join an army. So basically they have a different kind of soul contract based on the sacral and the base chakra. So every soul contract and every group of soul tribe, they are coming together because of the contracts that is based on a functionality of a chakra. Like, let's say people in the army, they're usually working at the soul contracts which are at the base and sacral chakra level. Light workers are, depending on what kind of a work they do, they have a soul contract at the heart or the crown chakra level, depending on how much they have worked on themselves, what is the purpose, how are they adding value. The other soul contract would be, people of a tribe or people of a community who are very closely knit, and they are so, everything in their life depends on each other. And let's say an honor killing happened in a place, and the whole tribe either opposes it or the whole tribe agrees to it. So these kind of soul contracts are always for a cause, and they are to help the collective to move forward, and they are to push certain kind of healing and energy and a leap in the collective consciousness to evolve and move forward at a faster pace. So there can be many types. And then we have individual soul contracts. We have soul contracts with the land. We have soul contracts with our purpose. We also have a soul contract with the universe, where we have kind of agreed that in lieu of this experience that I'm going to have, and all the resources the universe is providing to me, including my soul tribe, including, you know, the kind of finances and resources at physical level I would have, including the masters and guides who are assigned to me, and all the, you know, basically every experience that comes together for the soul to be able to move forward and evolve. In lieu of that, I'm going to fulfill a purpose. Now, basically, the only life purpose, if you have watched my previous video on life purpose, is to be able to express your divine spark in the most unique way and in the most fun, joyful manner. Enjoy this entire existence while you evolve, and while you evolve so gracefully that your presence is of value to all those within your universe. So this is actually the real soul purpose. And then we have contract with different souls to come and help us. So we have the contract with this land, we have a contract with the soul tribe, we have the contract with the, you know, beings from the other side and the source itself. And now we also have more close, karmically entangled, and I would say more difficult soul contracts between two human beings. I think the heaviest soul contracts are between human beings and lands, and then probably a human being with another. Now, unlike what at a physical level we believe and we see a family to be, at a soul level, our immediate family is not really a family, because at the soul level there is no concept of family. It's just that every individual soul in its highest glory is supposed to go and live that life, experience it, clear the karma, learn the lessons, and evolve. They're only coming to help us and support us. Now, what we understand in terms of support, we think support means everything that is positive, because this is our conditioning with support. However, there are souls which are in the negative role, and they are our biggest supporter, because they are the ones that will trigger us, they are the ones that will make us feel less, so we want to go and understand, why am I the way I am? There are souls who actually have the courage and the strength to stand and see us in pain, and actually probably even push us into a painful situation so that we can learn our lessons and evolve. So I think, first of all, let's be grateful to all the people in negative roles in our lives, because whoever we are and how much of a resilience, endurance, and a strength and courage we have today is because of their presence. If they wouldn't have pushed us hard, we wouldn't be here, right? So now, saying that, let's talk about the most revered, most exciting, most I would say sought after contracts, which unfortunately I'm going to share a bad news about it with you, but I'm talking about the soulmate and the twin flame contracts. So what are soulmates? Soulmates are basically souls that have come and encountered each other many lifetimes. They would have been in different roles. It can be friends, it can be siblings, it can be parents, it can be even enemies. And fortunately or unfortunately, soulmate relationships are not really always positive. We have, in fact, a lot of soulmates which are in the negative role. And a soulmate relationship doesn't have to be between two opposite sex, or it's not really supposed to be just a romantic kind of a relationship. It is just a soul that is so familiar and can stand your pain and can witness and can trigger you or help you or support you in whichever way, in either positive or negative role, and push you through your pain or into your pain so that you come out glorious on the other side and you find yourself, you find your voice, you find your strength, you find who you are, what you want to do with your life. For example, my younger brother is my soulmate, and unfortunately in a negative role. Steve Jobs was my soulmate, whom I have never met, but I for sure know he was my soulmate. Dr. Wayne Dyer has been my soulmate, and also a part of the soul tribe, because as you know, he too was a light worker. So these are the kind of, and I have one more soulmate who is in a negative role. So far I know 4, but you can have up to even 12 soulmates in one lifetime, depending what kind of a support and what kind of a push you need in your journey. Now, these are, as I said, very familiar souls which have lived many lifetimes together. They usually are from the similar soul particle, I would say, though all souls are the same, but what I'm talking is in terms of experience, the lessons they need to learn, and they have a lot of common with each other. They have a lot of characteristics at a physical level, attributes, how they deal with situations, perhaps similar inner child issues. So there is a non-verbal understanding, a sense of familiarity, not just by talking, but at an energy level between the soulmates. Now, I understand a lot of people are wishing for me to say that you can easily find your soulmate, and the soulmate is supposed to be a romantic relationship and it's going to be hunky-dory and it's all roses. Well, it's not true. I would say rather 80% of the soulmate encounters end up in pain, or they come from a space of pain, and some of them are even here to be closed, because as I said in my previous video, every soul contract also has a reason and a season. Now, if the soulmate is clear and out of the way, and it is most likely that you can encounter anything between 1 to 3 soulmates in your lifetime. And if you are really on a mission to find yourself, and really you are on a very high speed spiritual journey, then you may even encounter all 12. When a soulmate relationship comes to an end, it is of extreme pain, and the soulmates have a choice to choose the next karmic cycle of a positive entanglement, or completely let go of this karmic relationship and come to new roles and choose different soul tribes for themselves and soul lessons. Or it can be usually one soulmate is aware and one soulmate is advanced in the journey, and the other is struggling with a lot of issues and is kind of not really ready to budge or move. So the one who is advanced in the journey can choose to probably let go and start a new cycle, either with the same soul, or usually it's better to let go. Now, coming to the twin flame relationship. Now, twin flame is the one which everyone is really looking for. The one which is a relationship of love, and the one which is of a romantic essence, and usually it is between two people who have always loved each other in different time, space, realities. The twin flames are actually each other's mirror. The twin flames are actually the same energy. The twin flames are one soul split into two to go find themselves, experience whatever they have to experience, make sure the speed of evolution, their spiritual journey, and how they find themselves are kind of aligned. And once they come to a space where they both have reached a certain level of soul searching and a certain place in the journey, they may encounter each other. So in one of the soul macrocosm dramas that we had, the guide mentioned that every 108 lifetimes there is a possibility of a twin flame relationship to come together and recognize each other. And unfortunately or fortunately, that doesn't mean they're going to stay together. There is usually a period of separation between twin flames, and then again they come together. Usually one is a chaser and the other is the one who's running away. But when twin flames come together, a lot of spiritual transformation happens. Many deep layers show up. Many issues come to the surface to be resolved. And unlike the soulmate relationship, where the pull and push is very strong, and when there is one is really a giver and the other is the taker, in the twin flame relationship, it feels more of balance. It is more tranquil. It is more of understanding. You simply see your reflections, your projections, and you see the other person as your own complete mirror. And sometimes the mirror can be dirty, dusty, it can be fogged, but you have this deep sense of knowing that it is not just a sense of familiarity. It is not just a sense of attraction or infatuation, or in a romantic soulmate relationship, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of hormones which goes up and down. But in a twin flame relationship, usually both partners can hold on their horses and can wait and can really watch and observe, and they go very slow into a relationship. They're very careful. They simply can't see the other person in pain because they are the same soul, and if the other is in pain, the one who has caused the pain would also feel it. So it is kind of impossible to cause each other pain. They come absolutely to support each other. No matter if there is a separation period or not, they always have this sense of understanding, this sense of knowing each other's pain, knowing each other's deep inside, and wanting to be there for each other to support, irrespective of physical presence. But usually if the relationship between twin flame at the physical reality goes to this extent that even the separation happens, and then yet the recognition is there, they usually come back together, and it is one of those happily ever after kind of situations that we all want to have. I hope this video helps, and I hope you have a better understanding. And just remember, every soul contract has a reason and a season, and the best way to enjoy a soul contract, to support each other, to be there in love, in pain, in sadness, in sorrow, is by knowing that the other person is either my mirror or a reflection or a projection, and being there without any expectation or any attachment, irrespective of all the titles we wish to give to our relationship. I hope this video serves you well. Take care.